I'm gonna get dressed, and today I really want to talk to you about something because it has been in my mind literally since I have memory and I do not understand it. So let's get dressed.
Isn't it cool how the summer fades? I'm still here whispering your name. Guess the heat drives people crazy. I slip up and I call you baby.
Let's go. So something that I never truly understood is why do we say hello, how are you doing if the answer is hello, how are you doing? Like, what's the fucking point in asking hello, how are you if the answer is not actually saying how are you actually feeling? Just say hey. That's it. But why asking how are you if you don't actually care about the answer? Because most of the time when you ask how are you, you don't actually mean how are you. I'm not talking for myself, because when I ask, I'm like, how are you, how have you been doing? But I have to ask like, how are you, and then how have you been doing, like, how are you doing, like, and then the person is gonna actually answer because they actually see some interest. But otherwise they're never gonna answer, and I don't get this. Why do we ask about how are people feeling if we don't actually want to hear how are they feeling? That's how are they doing? How is their life going? Why do we do this? But again, about the feelings though, that was actually an interesting point that I also always had in my head. What is actually the difference between feeling and emotions? And this is very much connected to the place where I'm going, because we need to understand the difference between the feelings and the emotions. You know, emotions, motion, right? So motion, moving, emotion. It's something that makes you move from a situation to another one. And usually emotions only last a few seconds, max 90 seconds. A minute and a half, that's nothing. A feeling though, a feeling is something that you actually feel inside.
Dance me to your beauty with a burning violin. Dance me through the panic.
This is the package that I was telling you about. Little story of this book. I bought this book in Waterstones in Glasgow when I was living in Glasgow from September 2023 till January 24. And then I gifted it, like I borrowed it to my friend. Not gifted, borrow it to my friend Alifia, Fia. If you're watching this, fuck off, but I love you at the same time. Because she said, yeah, I need to read this book, it's really gonna help me. I'm about to leave the UK, and I realized, fuck, I didn't ask Fia for that book if I can have it back. Either way, it's fine. I have some other stuff left there. I have a parcel and she will put it in that package and then ship it back to me. Right? Fuck no. She did not. She did not. She sent me a whole parcel here to the Netherlands with all the stuff that I had there without the book though. Without the fucking book. So that arrived here in August 24. And then the book, I had to ask her for like 5-6 times. And then she goes, yeah, I'm gonna ship it. She shipped it on December 24th without a tracking code, without anything. I don't even know which service she shipped it on. I called the British Mail, no idea, nothing at all. And then on January 25th, so exactly like 1 month and 1 day later, I receive an envelope at home that is a parcel waiting for you at the customs and they want to know more information. It ends with GB, it has to be from Great Britain, it has to be Dashe. So I do the file, and then today, January 30th, 1 month and 6 days after the she shipped it, I finally have with me Leonard Mlodinow. Oh, that's a... Wow. You didn't really take good care of my book, did you? Leonard Mlodinow, Emotional, the new thinking about feelings. And this is the reason why before I was talking to you about the difference between feelings and emotions, because this book is pretty much about that. The book itself is called Emotional because it grabs your attention, but then it makes you understand the difference between emotions and feelings. The reviews on the back are, for example, by Emma Jacobs, by the Financial Times. Fascinating, compelling. Emotional shows that rather than being counterproductive, emotion enrich our life and understanding them better. It keeps us to realize what it means to be human. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm when I say that you should not hide your emotions, but you should, in a way, embrace them. It is fundamental for every one of us. If you can truly avoid like pushing them down and kind of hiding them, but if you feel something inside, dig deeper. Like try to understand why that is happening, why you feel those feelings, and why you feel that, why that is happening, why do you feel that, why do you feel the energy for something, why when you look at someone you start smiling, why all of this. Those are emotions, and from feelings will grow from emotions. But if you don't understand your emotions, it is impossible for you to understand if you actually have feelings for a person or for a thing or for a topic. I'm bringing my case here. I've always been interested in a way, right, in etymology, because when I'm thinking about a specific word, I'm like, wow, what about the origin of that word? Why does it come this way? You know, I felt like very much I had energy to look it up and seeing why is it this so interesting? Why is it called this way, and why do we use it the way that we use, and what is the original meaning, and why you feel that I'm actually, no? You feel the energy that I have for this topic. So then I started doing it more and more and more. And then I realized that I have this emotion, I have this stuff inside pushing me from a situation where I have a curiosity to actually do the act. And that is, I don't know how to call that emotion. Call it curiosity, maybe. I guess it's curiosity. Because is curiosity an emotion? See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. The term curiosity can also denote the behavior, characteristic, or emotion of being curious. Yes, it is an emotion. So, the emotion of curiosity, which again moves you from a moment where you don't know about something, it moves you to actually go to discover about it, exactly as I did it right now. So, embrace this, because if you actually embrace it, if you actually follow it, right? If you follow your emotion, if you let your emotion go and you go with it, you're gonna discover more about yourself. And the more you at least I'm talking from my case again, the more you discover about yourself, the happier you become in a way. You feel more comfortable in your own skin. You don't have anything to hide. It's just, yeah, I know what I'm feeling. I know what's happening in my body. I know myself. I know what's happening in my mind. I know that this is the thing. I should follow it. If I feel the gut feeling, the gut emotion, not the gut feeling. If I feel the emotion in the fucking gut, I should follow it. And if you do follow it, you're gonna end up in a situation where you're gonna be happy with yourself. And then talking about feelings, let's see the definition of feeling. Feeling etymology. To perceive, to touch, by palpation. Okay, now I get the difference. See, the main difference between emotion and feelings is that the emotion, you have it inside, right? You experience it inside your body. The feeling, you you perceive it by touch. So you can actually pulp it, like you can actually touch it. You can actually recognize it, a feeling differently from an emotion. I wouldn't say that an emotion can become a feeling, but if something is moving you from a situation to another, and that thing keeps happening and happening and happening, and it's longer than 90 seconds, then it might become a feeling. Either way, what I'm trying to say is do not be afraid of listening to your own feelings. Do not be afraid of understanding what the fuck is going on. Sorry, you can't even see. What I'm trying to say is do not be afraid of discover what the fuck is going on here, right? In this side, in this part, most of the times you feel like when you look at someone that you really like, you feel something here. You feel the butterfly in the stomach, you feel the excitement, and you're like, right, what am I supposed to do right now? And you just feel it, right? You just try to touch it in a way. You try to get more in connection with that thing that is happening down there. And the more you let it go, the more you follow that thing happening in your gut, the more you'll be happy with yourself because you let yourself be the way it is. You just take it off.
Slow, steady, undress.
Oh, what's the name of that song?
Take it off. Slow, steady, undress. Impress.
Okay, enough. But yeah, what I was gonna say is just let it go, just let it be. It's not that hard. Just follow your gut feeling that you I don't like the word gut feeling, but I'm gonna use that thing. Follow what's going on down here because this is the actual you. You don't know yourself until you let yourself be. So I highly recommend to just take it off, literally. Take it off. And you're gonna have a lovely time. I know sometimes it's hard because you find that person that you really like, but you're so afraid of being rejected and you don't even give it a go. And you're like, I'm gonna hide it. It's not the right moment. It's not. If you feel it, if you feel that thing happening down there, it's because it is the right moment. The moment you feel it here, it has to go to your mind. You acknowledge it. You understand that it's actually happening, and you take it off. Sometimes you're gonna have to do it slowly because you don't want to rush it. Sometimes you need to be steady because it might be difficult to handle it because it is an emotion and it's very raw, right? So it's difficult to interpret, which might lead you to undress in a certain situation if it is with the right person. It might lead to undress and it might need to impress because the way you are acknowledging your what's happening here it is actually attractive for the other person. The fact that you actually have the gut to do it, to actually follow your thing here, to follow your emotion, to follow yourself, to truly let yourself be. And this is attractive as fuck. And let me tell you, it's gonna lead to success 100%. Okay, maybe not 100%, but if you're actually confident in what you're doing, that is gonna lead to impress and success.
Take it off. Slow, steady, undress. Impress. Steady, undress. Success. Take it off. Slow, steady, undress. Success.
Either way, I've been recording for 18 minutes. 18 minutes is enough. I think you got the message from this video. Maybe not the clearest one, but I think you got the message. So go listen to your gut. Go try to understand what's going on and embrace it, right? Go live your fucking life, mate.